So now that both P40 and Mate 20 Pro got the EMUI 12 update, maybe it's time to do another camera comparison to see how they stack against each other. As for the hardware specs, neither of these phones has optical image stabilization. P40 has 50 megapixel camera, 3x zoom 8 megapixel camera, and ultra wide of 16 megapixels. Mate 20 Pro has same zoom camera, but main sensor is 40 megapixel and the ultra wide is 20 megapixels. So let's see some software differences here. When we look at the basic UI, there are not many, if any, differences. The only difference I can tell it's in the left corner, live photo icon on P40 that Mate doesn't support. However, when we dig a bit deeper in settings of camera, like in time-lapse settings, then you can see that it has some more advanced features than the Mate has, and it has some other modes like dual video recording and stuff like that. Okay guys, now let's check some photo samples. I have a few of them, and I've categorized them and renamed them. As you can see, there is M, that's Mate 20 Pro, where's P, that's P40. So let's start with a few easy ones like good lightnings. Okay, you can see Mate here, P here. Well, pretty similar photos, not much differences, but you can see how P40 keeps a little bit bluish sky, keeps that HDR more active. So yeah, that's the only difference, but nothing special. Okay, let's see here, wall in my room. Okay, you can see that P40 has a sharper photo, definitely more details, somewhat better contrast. So yeah, you can see that it is better, larger sensor, more details come into it. So yeah, expected. But 3x cameras are more interesting to compare because they have same hardware, but newer processor of P40 and newer algorithms should give better results. So this is 3x camera. But you can see here something interesting. The Mate has more details. Yeah, Mate is sharper, has more details, especially when you look at the color texture here. Yeah, we'll check a few more samples of 3x camera to compare it. Okay, so we did that. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is also 3x. Okay, so here on 3x, yeah, Mate still has more details here on 3x camera. That's kind of strange. I expected P40 to have better results at 3x camera, but okay, it is what it is. Oh yeah, here at low light, P40's 3x shines. So yeah, you can see here how better exposed it is, how much more details there are in it. The Mate's one is just kind of messy, it's blown out highlight and it has too strong shadows. So yeah, that's the advantage of new processor, it can just do so much better with the HDR info. Okay, this is 1x camera, sunglasses in my car during the night. And yeah, both photos are bad, but you can see that P40 kept so much more detail, and I'd say Mate has more natural colors. It wasn't this purplish, but yeah, for details, P40 much better. Okay, let's see. Here we have wall, sky behind it, some buildings, and it's pretty much the same, but keep in mind this is ultra wide cameras. Okay, ultra wide cameras, Mate has 20 megapixels and the P40 has 16 megapixels. I can see that P40 gives a somewhat brighter image, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily better. I mean, the both images are not so good, but the Mate's one is somewhat sharper, I'd say, if you look at the details. Yeah, but basically same shit. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, here we have main cameras, and let's see. Yeah, you can see how much more natural colors are on P40 and how more exposed trees and buildings behind it. So yeah, this one definitely goes to P40. There's absolutely no way that the street was this yellow that Mate does it. The funny thing is, when it just came out, because of the red, yellow, blue sensor, the P40 series had terrible yellow photos, but you can see how much software means here, how can correct it. I believe this was 5x zoom. Yeah, this one's 5x zoom, and I don't know what to say. It's a better photo here, much accurate colors and somewhat brighter. As you can see, they use almost the same thing, but ISO value on Mate is somewhat larger, so it has more noise in photo. And I think this one is 3x. Yeah, this one should be 3x. Yeah, same result as the photo before. P40 has somewhat sharper. No, it actually does not. Look at the sky here. Sky is much better on Mate. So yeah, they're trading blows here, but with 3x camera and 5 digital zoom, but the main camera P40 wins. And now we come to very low light. Okay, so this is the ultra wide camera, and you can see both photos are useless. The somewhat bigger sensor here gave a bit brighter image, but I'd say focus is better on Mate. I don't know, they are both the same shit. You have somewhat more exposed here photo, and but you have more kept highlights here, so yeah, same shit. Okay, this is ultra wide camera with night mode, and here I honestly prefer the one from Mate 20 Pro. Even though this one is brighter, I believe this one is more sharper. So yeah, I'd take sharpness over brightness any day. This is, oh yeah, this is something weird. I honestly don't know what happened here. I believe this might be night mode, I'm not sure, because you can see ISO value on P40 is just so huge, and P40's photo is kind of blurry and trash, so this one goes to Mate, whatever this is. Oh yeah, this was very dark, but I turned on the night mode so I can see how good night modes are with the main camera, and the results are comparable, but you can see how P40 gives more details in shadow. That's because of the new processor, new handling of everything on glass also. But when you look at the trees, somewhat better details are on Mate, but this branch can barely be seen on Mate, and you can clearly see here on P40. So yeah, main sensor is just bigger on P40 and has newer algorithms, newer processing. This is one taken with 1x cam, I believe. Yeah, 1x cam. You can see how in low light more details are kept on P40. And yeah, we did that all. So conclusion, software wise, EMUI 12 gave some new options and some improved options to P series of phones, P40 series. Mate series got an update, but it got new interface on camera, but features are still the same and image quality is still the same, and I like that image quality. And what I would like to see is basic P40 to get 40 megapixel artificial intelligence mode, but for some reason that's not happening. So yeah, two very capable shooters, and during the daylight they are kind of the same. During the low light, Mate actually takes some wins with its 3x camera, but the main sensor is much better with P40. And no matter what situation is, no matter which camera is, the HDR, so dynamic range of P40 will be better than on Mate. And that's it. Thank you for watching video.